This is a very sad story. It's part of a much bigger story that we haven't talked a lot about on the show because it's just too sad, but we're going to tonight. A teenager committed suicide during the coronavirus lockdowns. Now the teenager's mother is getting death threats because she thinks the lockdowns, on the basis of a lot of evidence, played a role in his suicide. She's literally gotten them on voicemail. We're going to play one for you. We don't talk about this a lot because it's too depressing, but it's completely real, so we're going to tonight. Children are suffering under these lockdowns. In some cases, they are dying because of them. We brought you previous examples. Here's another. In October, Lisa Mara Moore's son, Trevor Till, committed suicide in the state of Illinois. Now his mother is suing the state over her son's death. She says the lockdowns played a role in his suicide. Because she was standing up to the people who imposed those lockdowns, Lisa Mara Moore's attorney is now getting death threats. This is one of those messages. It's awful, but we're just playing it for you because we want you to know it's real.
This Trevor he died because he's I mean, holy if you can't stay at home for a year and watch Netflix and chill out, then you don't deserve to live. You're part of the problem. You're not the solution. You're the problem. So tell your Republican friend to go off and die because she's a stupid. Thank you.
So we had mixed feelings about playing that, obviously, but we did because, again, it's real. Laura Grohusky is a lawyer representing Lisa Mara Moore and other parents. She joins us tonight. Laura, thanks so much for coming on. That's awful, obviously. We hope that man doesn't represent many other people, but there are a lot of people, decent people, who aren't taking the effects of these lockdowns, in our view, seriously enough. Tell us what you think the effects have been.
Well, since we filed this case, Remember America is a small nonprofit foundation in Illinois. And, we really wanted to file a number of lawsuits this year, and we have filed some of them. We've wanted to file much more because the outpouring of, people calling us and begging us for help and parents calling us and asking someone to help them. And the stories of these parents and their kids, some kids, it's not just Trevor Till, but at least 10 other cases in Illinois that I'm aware of kids committing suicide, and eating disorders and hospitalizations over depression, and thousands of kids from low income and diverse and rural communities not able to go to college because they're not going to be eligible for scholarships because they didn't get scouted their junior year. So we're getting all these stories, and we just had to act. And that's why Remember America Action did this, because no one else was doing it. Yeah. And we don't have a lot of resources, but they were begging us for help, and no one was helping them. And the crisis is out of control, and no one wants to talk about it.
So Amazon, which has benefited more than any other company from these lockdowns, hasn't sent you a grant of $500 million to make this right, to help?
I really wish they would, because we really need to file. I mean, we would have filed hundreds of lawsuits all over the country this year had we had the resources to do it. And we really didn't have it, and we just did what we could. And we're really even in this small case, this is a small, very easy equal protection case in Illinois with these high school students. Governor Pritzker does not have restrictions on college and pro sports because they're rich and powerful. But all these kids have been smashed to bits by these restrictions, the cancellation of high school sports in Illinois. And based on Illinois law, we should win. And we are winning, even though it's a David and Goliath battle. But this should have been filed months ago. And because what he's doing is just ridiculous. On its face, if you look at the law, he has no rational basis for discriminating against all these kids, and they've been smashed to bits. And the mental health crisis, we don't even know how bad it is.
God, it's sad. You should have looted Macy's. Kamala Harris would have come to your aid. I'm glad you're doing this. God bless you. Laura, thanks.
Thank you very much.